This is finals day, day 5 of the 53 Trofeo Princess Sofia Miyoka, by Ibro Star, at the World Cup Series event in Parma. And there was another day of light breezes on the Bay of Parma. In the men's Formula Kite, winner, 17-year-old Max Marder of Singapore, closed out his second Sofia title triumph in succession. The Ilka 7 men's dinghy title had already been won with a day to spare by Team GB's Miki Beckett, and the Nachras 17 mixed multihuls was won by Italy's Olympic champions Rugo Rotida and Catarina Barnati.
The final day of medal races saw nearly all the classes fighting for podium places on a light and fickle Bay of Parma. In the Ilka 7 class, Britain's Miki Beckett won his third Princess Sophia title with a day to spare. The Ilka 6 win went to Hungary's Maria Erdi. In the Formula Kite, Singapore's Max Mader retained his crown. While in the women's kite, medal race drama saw Australian Brianna Whitehead prevail. The Nachras fleet were again ruled by Italian duo Rotida and Catarina Barnati. And in the mixed 470 class, Camille Lecointre and Jeremy Mion took the win for France. The 49er class saw Diego Botin and Florian Trittel from Spain on top. But in the FX fleet, Italy's Jana Germani and Giorgia Patuzzi won by just 1 point. In the men's IQ foil, Poland's Paweł Tarnowski has dominated all week, and he took the win in the men's, while in the women's IQ foil, a tight inter-Norwegian tussle saw Minna Mobeck just on top. From all the fleets racing this week, the prestigious Princess Sophia Trophy was awarded to Australian kiteboarder Brianna Whitehead.
This is your weekly global sailing highlights show, The World on Water, April 12, 2024. There was a dramatic conclusion to the women's kiting event where twice, the overall leader Daniela Moroz of the United States, started a fraction too soon and falsely started, picking up 2 costly UFD disqualifications. This left the door open to Australian kiteboarder Brianna Whitehead to win the kites and the trophy for overall winner. Winner of the women's Formula Kite event, Brianna Whitehead, held her nerve under pressure, as USA's outstanding favourite Daniela Moroz false-started twice, to become the second Australian winner ever of the overall top award, as the 53 Trofeo Princess Sofia Miyoka, by Ibro Star, Olympic Regatta, concluded on the Bay of Palma.
All in one swoop. How are you feeling?
It's so cool. I'm very excited, and I'm still out of words. I haven't quite processed it all.
How did today go for you on the racing?
Today was cool. The first race I crossed the line first, so I needed 2 wins to get to the front, and then the second one Daniela UFD'd. So because we timed out, I had like a lower score than more wins than her, and I ended up winning the regatta.
Did you, when you got back to the boat with Shane, what went through? What happened? Did you know anything? What happened?
No, I still thought I was in second, and I was like, why is no one going in? No one's celebrating. Like, what's happening? And so I was like, we must be doing another race. But I didn't realise the time, and so then I found out. Shane told me that it had come over the radio that I'd won, and it was really cool.
Did you celebrate?
A little bit of celebrating and just, are you serious? But it was cool.
And how did the week go in general for you, like the overall, and then to win the big trophy at the end out of all the classes?
It's incredible to have won the Princess Sophia Trophy. There's so many amazing sailors here, and to win the trophy is really, really cool.
And how have the conditions been for you this week?
Well, I guess we've had the 2 extremes of conditions we can race in. We've had 9 metre day, which is the smallest kite we've got. It was just like survival, and then we've had quite a few days of light, keep the kite in the air, just keep going sort of days. So it's been a range, and it's been fun. said I want to run too. Hello. Yeah. Zoe's like, get off me now.
Segunda clasificada. In second place from Australia, Zoe Thompson. First place and winner of the Trofeo Su Alteza Real Princesa Sofia Mallorca by Ibro Star from Australia, Brianna Whitehead.
Competitors racing in the 51st edition of the BVI Spring Regatta experienced a week of mixed conditions which put the best to the test, light for spring regatta and typical windy trades for the sailing festival, so those who competed in the full week can attest to just how exhilarating the breeze can be in the beautiful BVI. This is their wrap video which shows the highlights from the 51st edition of the BVI Spring Regatta and Sailing Festival.
I think this is one of the greatest race courses in the world. You know, I got fond memories of being down here with my family on kind of cruising catamarans, and it's just a good vibe.
Great islands, awesome water, just like a giant playground. There's a lot of fun to be had.
Like they say, it's warm, it's beautiful.
We're looking forward to it. It's a great race village. It's nice and sandy. You can see the water. That's what we're here for. Every aspect of this regatta has been pretty awesome so far.
Today we're doing the Around Tortola race, which you get all the angles. It's always fun circumnavigating an island anyway. We're ready. We're excited. Let's get this thing going.
and Ginger Island support, then to the finish. Race committee standing by.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. Struggle with dusty corners that were filled with fatal bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Situation got upset when I stepped on a memory thought. I did it, come on, shout. Let out heavy, had to break free from the minefield that you were. Hey, bomb, bomb, bomb.
Welcome to the Mount Gay race day at the BVI Spring Riata 2024. We had light winds today, but we have an amazing party on shore.
Saturday at BVI Spring Regatta, light air, drift fest, hot racing. Let's go.
you like my body and you think I'm sexy, come on baby, let me know.
Nemo really excels in these conditions, so it was fortunate for us the wind stayed. It just worked out. Good days.
This week we've got more firsts than we have anything else, so yeah, it's been fantastic.
It's really special. I started sailing down here with my father, and to have my three little boys down here with me was really awesome.
Oh, it's been great. My team's here to have fun and race, and for us to come out and podium on the 4th, it's a really high experience for us.
South Australia's Dan Turner will take part in the 2025 Mini Globe race after launching his Class Globe 580 Immortal game this past weekend. All 30 entrants must build their own 5.80 yacht, and the race starts in early 2025 from Lagos, Portugal, and heads west around the world via the Panama Canal. This race for 19-footers is promoted by Aussie adventurer Don McIntyre. Good luck, Dan. We will be following you.
Here's to Immortal game and yeah, some safe passages around the world. Cheers. So my name's Dan Turner. I'm originally from Port Lincoln. I've been a sailor since I was about 6 years old, and what I've got behind me here is now Immortal Game, so everything I've done in my sailing career has led me to this. This boat here, we're dropping in the water in a few minutes' time, and the plan is to do some test sailing, and then the idea is eventually getting it overseas to Portugal for the start of the Mini Globe race. Growing up as a kid, I watched a lot of the around the world yacht races with my grandfather, and sailing around the world has been something I've wanted to do since I was a kid, and I was always interested in short-handed sailing, so I guess the Melbourne-Osaka race that we did with Tommy back in 2018 was sort of a catalyst to get a bit of an understanding if sailing around the world is something I'd be capable of. The only problem was I didn't really understand how I was going to be able to make it financially happen, and it wasn't until Don McIntyre created this class basically to try and go back to old school sailing and make it affordable for the everyday sailor that it sort of made me think, oh, that's something I could do. And the timing was perfect because COVID had just begun, and it allowed me to work from home and build the boat. And yeah, it's been a long process. We're now sort of 3 years into it, and yeah, it's a big moment today to get it in the water. So the race is through the traditional trade route. We're doing like a 3-leg qualifier, so that's from Portugal across to Antigua in the Caribbean. That's happening in December this year, and then the actual start of the race is in February next year. We start west about, so through the Panama Canal, right through to Tahiti, Darwin, across to Mauritius and Cape Town, and then back up to Brazil, and then back up to Antigua for the finish. And so there's 4 main stops around the world, and then there's also a bunch of other, what they call pit stops. And a lot of those are you actually can pick a stop anywhere you want for up to 7 days, and you won't be penalised. And then after that period of time, then the clock will start ticking again. So, I mean, I've come from nothing in terms of boat building skills. A few years ago, I didn't really even know how to use a plane. So it's been a pretty cool process, and I've had a lot of support from Tommy and also obviously my family, my wife Miki and all the kids. And there's been a whole bunch of local boat building community that have helped me out through this process. My sponsor at the moment, Yacht Lab and Port Lincoln Boat Supplies, they've been very helpful to getting me to this point. And also the actual Mini Globe race community have sort of all rallied together and helped us sort of learn how how to build these things. So it's been a pretty amazing process, and 3 years in, and really looking forward to getting in the water.
Over 300 of the UK's best young racing talents battled it out in tough conditions at the 2024 RYA Youth National Championships, held at the Weymouth and Portland National Sailing Academy. The latter half of the week saw strong winds leading to a disrupted schedule, but race management teams made the most of improved conditions when they came, with winners crowned across 6 classes as IQ Foil Windfoilers, joined sailors, in the 420, Nachras 15, 29.0, Ilka 6 and Ilka 7 fleets, at the Pinnacle Youth Racing event.
What's great about the RYA Youth Nationals is whether you're pushing for the front of the fleet or it's here for your first time, it's a great learning and development opportunity for your sailing. I think it's been a great week. We've had a mix of conditions, some challenging conditions for everyone, whether that was the race officers or the sailors.
Really good communication through the app, which I think works really well. There's been stuff on every day for everyone. There's workshops and stuff for parents throughout the day, and it's also good to sort of get at an event with all the other classes, see what classes are out there. All in all, it's a really good event to come to.
I think that it's really good that I can meet all my old friends who I was in the junior classes with. It's just a really great week of racing to round up the winter training.
Come along and enjoy it. It's competitive racing, but it's also when you come on land, everyone's just so supportive, so it's just really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Come and do it.
I've seen some really good courage and determination in the challenging conditions. People that it's their first event, hopefully they've had a really good time. They've learned a lot about how to sail the different classes. For people that are pushing for medals, hopefully that has given them a chance to practice performing under pressure, getting ready for the internationals in the summer.
After a self-confessed slow start, Dare to Lead has been inching up the standings. Hear from the team skipper Ryan as he talks through how the tactical decision to take the easterly route has so far paid off. First mate Charlie then looks at the next few days ahead for the fleet on time zero, showing by the last mandatory gates before the North Pacific proper. The Clipper Round the World Yacht Race is one of the toughest endurance challenges on the planet. People from around the world and diverse walks of life train to become ocean racing sailors.
Morning of day 3, it's been really good. We started off a little bit slowly, being the windward boat on the start, and then starting off at the back, we decided to go a little bit more easterly route, so we got away from the fleet a little bit, and that paid off. So yesterday we worked our way to 8th place. We had a lot of wind yesterday, 30 to 40 knots upwind, which accrued really well. So we worked our way up. We're currently in 6th place. So quite a good night last night. Downwind sails got very light during midnight last night and early into this morning. So now we're back to the upwind sails. The wind's just started to pick up, so that's really nice. So we kind of through the little small wind hole, light wind patch, and then just going towards the first mandatory gate, which is about 80 miles. Lots of boats around us. We can see 6 boats currently, so we're all kind of fighting it out, and it's a beautiful day and having a nice sail.
We've always been working really hard, and we've gone up a place. So we've gone from 6th up to 5th.
I think so. Unit 7 will be 6 now, so we're really creeping up nicely. So well done, guys.
This afternoon we've kind of dropped back a little bit. It's been right on the edge between head sails, so we've just taken the wrong call, but it's how it goes sometimes. We are been rocketing down, slowly coming towards the southern tip of Japan, which will be coming back around. So it's more just preparation for that now. Crews are getting the final kit ready and just get ready for the Pacific proper. So this is the nav. Here we currently are. You can see the boats are around us as well. And we are all aiming to get through this gate here, where we'll be able to bear away and hopefully pick up a decent bit of speed there. which will then get us around the southern tip of Japan and into the Pacific. So looking at the weather, say we got about 15 knots all through here. If I scroll along, it's set to die again a little bit through the night. We're getting 10 knots there as we go through, and then it keeps dying as we go through the second gate, mandatory to keep away from islands, and then it's a bit of a downwind drift potentially, still 10 knots but 5 behind, so it could be anything. And then as we keep going up, we expect this is a low pressure that's coming up, so hopefully we can jump on the back of that. So we'll do that, and that will send us out properly across into the Pacific.
The dockside chatter is ablaze at the moment in buzzing Barcelona. The reveal of the Alinghi Red Bull Racing AC75 kicked it off, followed quickly by the arrival of the INEOS Britannia and Orient Express racing boats by low loaders over the weekend, fueling the intrigue further. See our report on the arrival of the AC75s on our World on Water YouTube channel.
We're here in Barcelona with Harry Melges, helmsman for American Magic Team. Harry, morning sailing session, east-northeast winds, big messy sea state and 2 boats sailing today. Can you break down the sailing session for us?
Yeah, we had quite a short day today. As you said, it was really wavy from the northeast, and we also had a bit of breeze from the northeast that came in pretty suddenly at about 13 knots and then quickly dissipated to like 5 or 6.
We can see plenty of pre-start training on the last days. How close are you to get your pre-start playbook nailed?
Well, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I'm sure, you're never going to completely nail your pre-start playbook, but we've been putting a lot of focus into it the last few weeks and spending a bit of time in the sim trying to do that as well. So yeah, it's been good. We're learning a lot and progressing a good amount.
What is the leeward helm focus task during the pre-start?
I mean, on a day like today, it's really tricky to keep the boat in the air, so you can be as special as you want with all your strategies in the pre-start, but really the most important thing was just keeping the boat flying, so that was the biggest focus for today.
Have you limited the turning circle on the AC40 to copy the AC75 characteristics?
I wouldn't say so. No one really knows how big the start box is going to be for this summer, and obviously we're trying to start the AC40s the best we can, so it's hard to say if that's a factor or not. I'm sure everyone's talking about how they're scaling their boats. So.
What did the team and sailors think of the new Alinghi Red Bull racing boat?
It's a cool looking boat. It'd be cool to see it sailing. It's definitely pretty interesting.
Is it radical in hull shape form compared to what you see inside the American Magic shed?
Not sure.
About the Basel hull, is this going to be a key area of development and improvement over the next few months?
I wouldn't say it's going to be a big area for development, since once you build your hull, it's quite difficult to change the shape that much. I'm not quite sure.
And how excited are the team to get to launch of the new American Magic AC75?
We're super excited. It's been really cool seeing the boat 3 arrive on base and seeing it be put together in the shed, and I can't wait to see it on the water.
From the Recon team, we're also super excited to watch your boat getting launched. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, guys.